Ever feel overwhelmed by life's pressures? The audiobook, Inner Calm Mastery, Brainwash Your Mind into Staying Calm Under Pressure, unlocks the secrets to unwavering tranquility even in life's most challenging moments. You'll learn to transform stress into serenity, mastering your emotions and thoughts. Imagine facing any challenge with confidence and poise. Don't let stress control your life. Discover the keys to a calmer, more focused you. Your path to lasting inner peace starts here. Before we go on, I invite you to download the free bundle, which contains the ebook version of this book and an executive summary of all the chapters with the key takeaways. Studies show that engaging with content through multiple formats significantly enhances learning and retention. Click on the first link in the description to claim your free bundle now and maximize your learning potential. Now it's free, but it won't be for long, so make sure to grab it while you can. Chapter 1: Awakening Serenity. In the chaos of modern life, the ability to maintain inner calm under pressure is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. Imagine navigating through your most stressful moments with a sense of unshakable tranquility, your mind clear and focused despite the turmoil around you. This is not a far-fetched dream, but a tangible reality that you can achieve through the power of neuroplasticity and dedicated practice. Stress has become an unwelcome companion in our daily lives, lurking in the shadows of our work deadlines, personal relationships, and societal expectations. Its impact on our minds and bodies is profound, yet often underestimated. As we embark on this journey towards inner calm, it's crucial to understand the formidable opponent we face in stress and the incredible potential within our own minds to overcome it. The human brain, that remarkable 3-pound organ, holds the key to our transformation. Through neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, we possess the power to rewire our responses to stress. This biological marvel is the foundation upon which we will build our fortress of serenity. As you begin this book, you're taking the first step towards a profound change in how you experience and respond to the world around you. The path ahead is one of discovery, challenge, and ultimately empowerment. By understanding the science of stress, embracing the concept of neuroplasticity, and committing to the practices outlined in these pages, you'll be equipped to face life's pressures with a newfound sense of calm and control. Let's delve into what you can expect to achieve as you work through this book for the first time. Foremost, you'll gain a deep understanding of how stress impacts your mind and body. This knowledge is power. It allows you to recognize the signs of stress and understand why your body reacts the way it does. You'll learn to identify the physical sensations, emotional responses, and thought patterns associated with stress, giving you the awareness needed to intervene before stress takes hold. Moreover, you'll become acquainted with the concept of neuroplasticity and its incredible potential. This understanding will serve as a beacon of hope, showing you that change is not only possible, but within your grasp. The brain's ability to adapt and rewire itself means that no matter how ingrained your stress responses may seem, you have the power to alter them. As you progress, you'll set personal intentions for cultivating inner calm. These intentions will act as your North Star, guiding you through the practices and exercises ahead. They'll help you stay focused on your goals and remind you of the reasons you embarked on this journey in the first place. But what lies beyond these initial achievements? What can you expect if you continue to apply the principles and practices in this book over time? The potential is truly transformative. With consistent effort, you'll develop an enhanced ability to manage stress effectively. Situations that once sent you into a tailspin of anxiety will become manageable challenges. You'll find yourself responding to pressure with a level head and a steady heart. Furthermore, you'll cultivate a sense of lasting calmness that permeates all aspects of your life. This isn't about becoming immune to stress. It's about developing the resilience to navigate it gracefully. You'll notice a shift in your overall demeanor, with others remarking on your composure even in the face of adversity. Perhaps most importantly, this journey sets the stage for continuous personal growth and mental resilience. As you master the techniques for staying calm under pressure, you'll find yourself more open to new experiences and challenges. Your newfound mental fortitude will empower you to pursue goals and dreams that may have once seemed out of reach. Now, let's explore what's involved in this transformative process and the most crucial steps you'll need to take. The journey begins with learning about the science of stress. Understanding the physiological and psychological mechanisms at play when we experience stress is crucial. This knowledge forms the foundation upon which all other techniques are built. Next, you'll embrace neuroplasticity as a tool for change. This step involves not just understanding the concept intellectually, but truly internalizing the belief that you can rewire your brain's responses. It's about adopting a growth mindset and recognizing that your capacity for calm is not fixed, but infinitely expandable. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, you must commit to the practices outlined in this book. Knowledge alone is not enough. It's the consistent application of these techniques that will yield results. This commitment requires dedication, patience, and a willingness to persevere even when progress seems slow. Why are these steps so important, and why have they been arranged in this particular order? The answer lies in the nature of lasting change. By establishing a foundational understanding of stress and neuroplasticity, we create a solid base upon which to build new habits and responses. This knowledge acts as a motivator, helping you push through the initial discomfort of changing ingrained patterns. Recognizing the brain's adaptability is crucial because it empowers you with the knowledge that change is possible. This understanding fuels your motivation and helps you overcome the inevitable obstacles you'll face along the way. The structured progression of the steps enhances learning and application. Each concept builds upon the last, creating a comprehensive approach to mastering inner calm. This carefully crafted sequence ensures that you're not overwhelmed with information, but can instead absorb and apply each principle effectively. As we delve deeper into understanding stress and its impact, it's essential to recognize that stress is not inherently negative. In fact, stress is a natural and necessary part of human existence. It's our body's way of responding to challenges and preparing us for action. The problem arises when stress becomes chronic or overwhelming, disrupting our physical and mental well-being. The science of stress reveals a complex interplay of hormones and neural pathways. When we perceive a threat, whether it's a looming deadline or a physical danger, our body initiates the fight or flight response. This cascade of physiological changes includes the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, increased heart rate, and heightened alertness. While these responses can be life-saving in true emergencies, they can wreak havoc on our bodies and minds when triggered too frequently. Chronic stress has been linked to a host of health issues, including cardiovascular disease, weakened immune function, and mental health disorders. It can impair cognitive function, disrupt sleep patterns, and even alter brain structure over time. Understanding these effects is crucial because it highlights the importance of developing effective stress management techniques. It's not just about feeling better in the moment, it's about protecting your long-term health and well-being. This brings us to the concept of inner calm, a state of mental and emotional equilibrium that allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. True serenity isn't about eliminating stress from your life, an impossible task, but about cultivating a mindset that allows you to respond to stressors in a balanced and constructive way. The benefits of maintaining composure are far-reaching. When you're able to stay calm under pressure, you make better decisions, communicate more effectively, and maintain healthier relationships. You're able to access your creativity and problem-solving skills more readily, leading to improved performance in all areas of life. Moreover, inner calm acts as a buffer against the negative effects of stress. It allows you to bounce back more quickly from setbacks and maintain a sense of perspective, even in challenging times. This resilience is key to long-term happiness and success. As we conclude this chapter, let's turn our attention to the incredible potential of neuroplasticity in rewiring our brains for calm. The discovery that our brains can change and adapt throughout our lives has revolutionized our understanding of learning and behavior. It means that no matter how long you've struggled with stress or anxiety, you have the power to create new, more beneficial neural pathways. This ability to change is the foundation upon which we'll build our strategies for mastering inner calm. Through consistent practice and targeted techniques, you can literally reshape your brain's response to stress. Over time, maintaining composure will become your default state rather than a constant struggle. As you prepare for the journey ahead, it's important to set clear intentions and goals. What does inner calm look like for you? How will your life be different when you've mastered these techniques? By visualizing your desired outcome, you create a powerful motivator that will help you stay committed to the process. It's also crucial to anticipate and prepare for potential obstacles. Change is rarely easy, and you may encounter resistance, both from within yourself and from your environment. Recognize that setbacks are a normal part of the process and not a sign of failure. Each challenge is an opportunity to apply what you're learning and grow stronger. As we move forward, remember that the journey to inner calm is just that, a journey. It's not about reaching a final destination, but about continually evolving and refining your ability to navigate life's pressures with grace and equanimity. The chapters ahead will equip you with powerful tools and techniques, each building upon the last, to create a comprehensive approach to stress management and personal growth. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of lasting serenity? As we turn the page to the next chapter, prepare to delve into the transformative power of rewiring your mindset. You'll discover how to reshape your thought patterns, creating a foundation of positivity that will serve as your anchor in turbulent times. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to Grow to the Top and activate notifications to receive more self-improvement tips that will supercharge your growth. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you for your support. Chapter 2: Rewire Mindset. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to navigate life's storms with an enviable sense of calm, while others are tossed about by every gust of wind? The secret lies not in what happens to us, but in how we perceive and respond to the events in our lives. This chapter will guide you through the transformative process of rewiring your mindset, a journey that holds the key to unlocking a new level of composure under pressure. Imagine your mind as a vast network of neural pathways, each one representing a thought pattern or belief. Some of these pathways lead to stress and anxiety, while others guide you towards calm and confidence. The exciting news is that you have the power to reshape these pathways, to create new routes that lead to inner peace, even in the face of adversity. But why is this process so crucial for maintaining calm under pressure? The answer lies in the profound connection between our thoughts and our emotional responses. When we're caught in a cycle of negative thinking, we're essentially amplifying our stress responses. It's as if we're turning up the volume on our internal alarm system, making every challenge seem more daunting than it truly is. Conversely, cultivating a positive mindset acts as a buffer against stress. It's not about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it's about developing a resilient outlook that allows you to face challenges head-on without being overwhelmed by them. This positive approach fosters composure, enabling you to think clearly and act decisively even when the pressure is on. To begin this transformation, we must first shine a light on the hidden patterns that shape our reactions to stress. These patterns often operate below the surface of our conscious awareness, influencing our thoughts and behaviors in subtle yet powerful ways. By bringing them into focus, we can start to understand the roots of our stress responses and take the first steps towards change. One of the most common culprits behind excessive stress is a group of thinking patterns known as cognitive distortions. These are habitual ways of interpreting events that skew our perception towards the negative. For example, you might find yourself engaging in all or nothing thinking, where anything less than perfection feels like a failure. Or perhaps you're prone to catastrophizing, always imagining the worst possible outcome in any situation. Recognizing these patterns is like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, you can see the obstacles that have been tripping you up. But awareness is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you start to challenge and reframe these thoughts. This is where the principles of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, come into play. CBT is a powerful approach that helps us understand the connection between our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. By learning to identify and challenge negative thought patterns, we can gradually shift our mindset towards a more balanced and positive outlook. One of the key techniques in this process is thought reframing. This involves examining your thoughts objectively and asking yourself if there might be a more constructive way to view the situation. For instance, if you find yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to handle this project," you might reframe it as, "This project is challenging, but it's an opportunity for me to grow and develop new skills." As you practice this technique, you'll begin to develop a more positive internal dialogue. This isn't about forcing yourself to be cheerful all the time. Instead, it's about cultivating a realistic yet optimistic perspective that allows you to approach challenges with confidence and clarity. Another powerful shift in mindset comes from adopting what psychologists call a growth mindset. This is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. When you embrace a growth mindset, challenges become opportunities for learning rather than threats to your self-worth. This perspective can be particularly transformative when it comes to dealing with failure. Instead of seeing setbacks as evidence of your limitations, you begin to view them as valuable feedback and stepping stones to success. This shift not only reduces stress, but also fuels personal and professional growth. As you continue to practice these new ways of thinking, you're literally creating new neural pathways in your brain. This is where the concept of neuroplasticity comes into play. Every time you challenge a negative thought or reframe a stressful situation, you're strengthening these new, more positive pathways. To reinforce these positive thinking habits, it's helpful to engage in regular practices that support your new mindset. One effective technique is thought replacement. When you catch yourself falling into old negative thought patterns, consciously replace them with more balanced or optimistic alternatives. Over time, this process becomes more automatic, requiring less conscious effort. Now, let's explore some practical exercises that can help you cement these new habits. One powerful tool is thought record journaling. This involves writing down your thoughts during stressful situations, identifying any cognitive distortions, and then reframing these thoughts in a more balanced way. This practice not only increases your awareness of your thought patterns, but also gives you concrete examples of how to shift your perspective. Another valuable exercise is affirmation writing. This involves creating positive, present-tense statements that reflect the mindset you want to cultivate. For example, "I am capable of handling challenges with calm and confidence." By regularly repeating and reflecting on these affirmations, you reinforce the neural pathways associated with these positive beliefs. Mindset shift activities can also be incredibly effective. These might include visualization exercises, where you imagine yourself responding calmly to stressful situations, or role-playing scenarios, where you practice reframing negative thoughts in real time. As you embark on this journey of mindset transformation, it's important to have realistic expectations about the outcomes. In the beginning, you might simply notice an increased awareness of your thought patterns. This alone is a significant step, as it allows you to catch negative thoughts before they spiral out of control. With consistent practice, you'll likely find yourself able to reframe thoughts more consistently, leading to a noticeable shift in how you respond to stress. You might find that situations that once sent you into a panic now feel manageable, or that you're able to maintain your composure in the face of unexpected challenges. The ultimate goal is to reach a point where positive responses to stress become automatic. This doesn't mean you'll never feel stressed, but rather that your default reaction will be one of calm confidence rather than anxiety or overwhelm. Of course, this process isn't always smooth sailing. You might encounter resistance to changing long-held beliefs or find yourself slipping back into negative thinking patterns during particularly stressful times. It's important to remember that these setbacks are a normal part of the process, not a sign of failure. If you find yourself struggling to shift certain beliefs, try starting with smaller, more manageable changes. Focus on reframing thoughts in less emotionally charged situations before tackling your most deeply ingrained patterns. To prevent reverting to negative thinking, establish reminders and regular check-ins with yourself. This might involve setting aside time each day to practice your new thought patterns or creating visual cues in your environment to prompt positive thinking. If you feel overwhelmed by the process, don't hesitate to seek support. This might involve talking to a trusted friend, joining a support group, or working with a therapist who specializes in cognitive behavioral techniques. Remember, rewiring your mindset is a journey, not a destination. It's about progress, not perfection. Each small shift in your thinking is a victory, bringing you one step closer to mastering inner calm under pressure. As we conclude this chapter, you might be wondering how to put all these concepts into practice in your daily life. How can you integrate these mindset shifts seamlessly into your routine, making them as natural as breathing? The next chapter will unveil a powerful technique that not only complements the mindset work you've begun, but also provides a practical tool for instant stress relief. Are you ready to discover the secret to staying present and grounded, even in the midst of chaos? Chapter 3. Embrace mindfulness. In our quest for inner calm, we often find ourselves searching for complex solutions to manage the chaos of our minds. But what if the key to tranquility was simpler than we ever imagined? What if it lay not in changing our circumstances, but in changing how we perceive and interact with the world around us? This chapter introduces a powerful concept that has the potential to revolutionize your relationship with stress and anxiety. Imagine a state of being where the incessant chatter of your mind quiets down, where the weight of past regrets and future worries lifts from your shoulders, and where you find yourself fully immersed in the richness of the present moment. This state isn't some far-off nirvana reserved for enlightened monks or spiritual gurus. It's a practical, achievable skill that you can cultivate in your everyday life. Welcome to the world of mindfulness. But what exactly is mindfulness, and why is it so crucial for maintaining calm under pressure? At its core, mindfulness is the practice of bringing your attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and without judgment. It's about observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise, without getting caught up in them or trying to change them. This might sound simple, but in a world that constantly demands our attention and pulls us in 1,000 different directions, staying present can be surprisingly challenging. Our minds are often anywhere but here, rehashing past events, worrying about future possibilities, or getting lost in a maze of hypothetical scenarios. This mental time travel is a significant source of stress and anxiety, robbing us of our ability to engage fully with the here and now. Mindfulness offers a powerful antidote to this mental restlessness. By training ourselves to return to the present moment, we can significantly reduce our reactivity to stress. When we're mindful, we create a space between stimulus and response. Instead of automatically reacting to stressors, we can pause, observe our thoughts and feelings, and choose how to respond. Moreover, mindfulness enhances our focus and clarity, especially in challenging situations. When we're fully present, we're better able to assess situations objectively, make clear decisions, and respond effectively to whatever challenges arise. It's like turning down the volume on the background noise of our minds, allowing us to hear our inner wisdom more clearly. The power of the present moment lies in its simplicity and immediacy. When we're truly present, we're not burdened by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. We're simply here, now, experiencing life as it unfolds. This state of presence brings with it a sense of peace and clarity that can be transformative in how we handle stress and pressure. Understanding mindfulness is one thing, but experiencing it is another. It's a bit like trying to describe the taste of an exotic fruit to someone who's never tried it. Words can only take us so far. The real understanding comes through practice and direct experience. As we delve deeper into mindfulness practices, it's important to approach them with an open mind and a spirit of curiosity. These techniques are not about achieving a particular state or forcing your mind to be calm. Instead, they're about cultivating awareness and developing a different relationship with your thoughts and experiences. One of the foundational practices in mindfulness is mindful breathing. This simple yet profound technique involves focusing your attention on the natural rhythm of your breath. As you breathe in and out, you observe the sensations of the breath in your body, the rise and fall of your chest or abdomen, the feeling of air moving through your nostrils. When your mind inevitably wanders, and it will, you simply notice that it has wandered and gently bring your attention back to the breath. This process of noticing and returning is the heart of the practice. It's not about having a perfectly clear mind. It's about cultivating the ability to notice when you've become distracted and to return to the present moment. Another powerful mindfulness technique is the body scan meditation. This practice involves systematically bringing your attention to different parts of your body, noticing any sensations present without trying to change them. It's a way of grounding yourself in your physical experience and developing a deeper awareness of the mind-body connection. As you become more familiar with these formal mindfulness practices, you can start incorporating mindfulness into your daily life. Mindful walking, for instance, involves bringing your full attention to the experience of walking, the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the movement of your legs, the rhythm of your breath as you move. You can also practice mindfulness during routine activities like washing dishes, brushing your teeth, or even waiting in line. The key is to bring your full attention to whatever you're doing, engaging all your senses in the experience. This not only makes these activities more enjoyable, but also trains your mind to stay present throughout the day. Of course, like any new skill, mindfulness comes with its challenges. One of the most common is dealing with distractions. Our minds are used to wandering, and when we first start practicing mindfulness, we might be surprised at how difficult it is to stay focused. Remember, noticing that your mind has wandered is not a failure. It's a moment of mindfulness. Each time you notice and bring your attention back, you're strengthening your mindfulness muscle. Building consistency in your practice can also be challenging. Life is busy, and it's easy to forget or put off your mindfulness practice. One way to overcome this is to link your practice to an existing habit. For example, you might practice a few minutes of mindful breathing right after you wake up, or do a quick body scan before you go to bed. To help you get started, let's explore a couple of practical exercises. First, try a simple calming meditation. Find a comfortable seated position and close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breath, noticing the sensation of each inhale and exhale. As thoughts arise, acknowledge them without judgment and gently return your focus to your breath. Start with just 5 minutes and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable with the practice. Another helpful exercise is mindful journaling. Set aside a few minutes each day to write about your experiences with mindfulness. What did you notice during your practice? How did it affect your mood or your ability to handle stress? This reflection can deepen your understanding and motivation to continue the practice. As you incorporate these mindfulness practices into your life, you'll likely start noticing some changes. At first, you might experience increased moments of calm and clarity throughout your day. You might find yourself better able to pause and take a breath before reacting to stressful situations. With regular practice, you may notice a reduction in your overall anxiety levels. Situations that used to trigger stress might not affect you as much, or you might find yourself recovering more quickly from stressful events. The ultimate goal is to develop the ability to remain present and composed under pressure. This doesn't mean you'll never feel stressed. Rather, you'll have the tools to navigate stressful situations with greater ease and clarity. Of course, The journey of mindfulness isn't always smooth sailing. You might find it difficult to maintain focus, especially when you're just starting out. If this happens, try starting with shorter sessions and gradually increasing the duration as your concentration improves. Remember, even a few minutes of mindfulness practice can be beneficial. You might also feel frustrated with your progress at times. It's important to approach your practice with self-compassion and patience. Mindfulness is a skill that develops over time, and everyone's journey is unique. Celebrate small victories and be kind to yourself when you struggle. Sometimes, you might feel overwhelmed by the thoughts and emotions that arise during your practice. Remember, the goal of mindfulness isn't to eliminate thoughts or emotions, but to change your relationship with them. Practice acknowledging your thoughts without judgment and then gently returning your focus to the present moment. As we conclude this chapter, you might be wondering how to take your newfound mindfulness skills to the next level. How can you harness the power of presence, not just in moments of calm, but in the midst of life's most challenging situations? The next chapter will introduce you to a deceptively simple yet incredibly powerful tool that can instantly shift your state and bring you back to center, even in the face of intense pressure. Are you ready to discover the secret weapon that lies within you, always available, waiting to be unleashed? Chapter 4: Master Breathing. In the quest for inner calm, we often overlook the most fundamental aspect of our existence, something so essential, so constant, that we barely give it a second thought. It's with us from our first moments of life to our very last, yet its power to transform our mental and physical state remains largely untapped by most. What if I told you that the key to instant stress relief was quite literally under your nose? As we delve into this chapter, I invite you to take a moment to notice your breath. Is it shallow or deep? Fast or slow? Are you breathing through your nose or your mouth? This simple act of observation is the first step towards harnessing a powerful tool for staying calm under pressure. The importance of breath control in maintaining composure cannot be overstated. Our breath is intimately connected to our physiological stress responses. When we're stressed, our breathing typically becomes rapid and shallow, triggering a cascade of physical reactions that heighten our anxiety. Conversely, by learning to control our breath, we can directly influence these physiological responses, effectively putting the brakes on our stress reaction. But the true beauty of breath control lies in its immediacy. Unlike many stress management techniques that require time and practice to yield results, breathing exercises can provide instant relief. They're tools you can use anywhere, at any time, to quickly calm your mind and body. Whether you're facing a high-stakes presentation, navigating a difficult conversation, or simply feeling overwhelmed by daily pressures, your breath is always there, ready to be your anchor in the storm. To truly appreciate the power of breath, we need to understand its profound connection to our mind and nervous system. Our breath is one of the few bodily functions that operates both automatically and under our conscious control. This unique characteristic makes it a bridge between our conscious mind and our autonomic nervous system, the system responsible for our fight-or-flight response. When we're stressed, our sympathetic nervous system, the fight-or-flight branch, kicks into high gear. Our heart rate increases, our muscles tense, and our breathing becomes rapid and shallow. This response is helpful in true emergencies, but in our modern world, it's often triggered by non-life-threatening stressors, leaving us in a state of chronic tension. Here's where the magic of controlled breathing comes in. By consciously slowing and deepening our breath, we can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest branch. This activation promotes relaxation, lowers heart rate and blood pressure, and brings our body back into a state of balance. It's like having a remote control for your nervous system, allowing you to shift from stress to calm with just a few mindful breaths. Now that we understand the why, let's explore the how. There are numerous effective breathing techniques, but we'll focus on two powerful methods that can significantly impact your ability to stay calm under pressure. The first is diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing. This technique involves breathing deeply into your abdomen rather than shallowly into your chest. To practice, place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. As you inhale, focus on expanding your belly while keeping your chest relatively still. As you exhale, feel your belly contract. This deep breathing engages your diaphragm fully, promoting maximum oxygen exchange and triggering a relaxation response in your body. The second technique is called box breathing, a method used by Navy SEALs to stay calm in high-stress situations. It's called box breathing because you visualize tracing the four sides of a square as you breathe. Here's how it works. Inhale for a count of 4, hold your breath for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and then hold your breath again for a count of 4. Repeat this cycle several times. The rhythm and focus required in box breathing help to quiet the mind and regulate the nervous system. Mastering these techniques requires practice, but the good news is that you can start incorporating them into your daily routine right away. Begin by setting aside a few minutes each day for focused breathing practice. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, sit comfortably, and practice either diaphragmatic breathing or box breathing. As you become more comfortable with the techniques, gradually increase the duration of your practice. The real power of these breathing exercises, however, comes from integrating them into your daily life. Start paying attention to your breath throughout the day. Are there certain situations where your breathing becomes shallow or rapid? These are perfect opportunities to practice your new skills. Take a few deep belly breaths while waiting in line. Practice box breathing during your commute, or take a breathing break between tasks at work. One of the most valuable applications of breath control is in moments of high pressure or acute stress. When you feel your anxiety rising, your heart racing, or your thoughts spiraling, your breath can be your immediate lifeline. In these moments, even a few conscious breaths can make a significant difference. Try this quick exercise. Take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4, hold it briefly, then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this 3 times. This extended exhale helps to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, promoting a sense of calm. Another powerful technique for immediate stress reduction is using your breath as an anchor. When you feel overwhelmed, bring your full attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of the air moving in and out of your nostrils, the rise and fall of your chest or belly. This focus on your breath helps to ground you in the present moment, pulling you out of anxious thoughts about the future or regrets about the past. To help you integrate these techniques into your life, let's explore some practical exercises. First, commit to a daily diaphragmatic breathing practice. Start with just 5 minutes a day, gradually increasing the duration as you become more comfortable. Set a specific time for this practice, perhaps first thing in the morning or during a midday break, to help establish it as a habit. Next, try this breathing exercise. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your belly for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Then, exhale completely through your mouth for a count of 8. Repeat this cycle 4 times. This exercise, known as 4-7-8 breathing, is particularly effective for promoting relaxation and can be especially helpful before bed. Finally, develop an emergency calm technique that you can use in high-stress situations. This could be as simple as taking 3 deep belly breaths, or it might involve a quick round of box breathing. The key is to have a go-to technique that you've practiced and can deploy instantly when needed. As you incorporate these breathing techniques into your life, you'll likely start noticing some changes. At first, you might simply become more aware of how your breath changes in response to stress. This awareness alone is valuable, as it allows you to catch stress reactions early. With consistent practice, you'll develop the ability to regulate your stress levels through breathing. You might find yourself automatically taking deeper breaths when faced with challenges, or using breathing exercises to calm yourself before important events. The ultimate goal is to develop an instinctive use of breath control under pressure. When this happens, you'll find yourself naturally modulating your breath in response to stress, maintaining a sense of calm even in the most challenging situations. Of course, like any new skill, mastering breath control comes with its challenges. You might find yourself forgetting to use the techniques in stressful moments, especially at first. The solution is regular practice. The more you practice in calm moments, the more automatic the response will become when you're under pressure. You might also experience some discomfort if you're not using the proper technique. If you feel lightheaded or strained while practicing, it's important to review the instructions carefully. In some cases, it might be helpful to consult with a professional who can guide you in person. Lastly, you might not experience immediate results, which can be discouraging. Remember that while breathing exercises can provide instant relief, developing a consistent practice takes time. Be patient with yourself and stay consistent with your practice. The benefits will come with time and repetition. As we conclude this chapter, you might be wondering how to take your newfound mastery of breath to the next level. How can you harness the power of your mind to not just react to stress, but to proactively create a state of calm and confidence? The next chapter will introduce you to a technique that can reshape your inner dialogue and transform your relationship with stress from the inside out. Are you ready to discover the words that can rewrite your stress response and unlock a new level of inner calm? Chapter 5. Positive Affirmations. Have you ever noticed how the words we say to ourselves can shape our reality? The internal dialogue that runs through our minds has a profound impact on how we perceive and respond to the world around us. But what if we could harness the power of this inner voice to cultivate calm and confidence, even in the face of intense pressure? In this chapter, we'll explore a technique that might seem deceptively simple at first glance, but holds the potential to transform your relationship with stress from the inside out. It's a practice that taps into the incredible plasticity of your brain, reshaping neural pathways to make composure and self-assurance your default state. But before we dive into the specifics, let's consider why this approach is so crucial for maintaining calm under pressure. When we're faced with stressful situations, our minds often default to negative self-talk. We might tell ourselves that we're not capable of handling the challenge, that we're going to fail, or that we're not good enough. This negative internal dialogue not only heightens our stress levels, but also undermines our confidence and ability to perform at our best. By contrast, when we cultivate a positive internal dialogue, we reinforce our self-confidence and self-belief. We create a mental environment that's conducive to calm and composed responses, even in high-pressure situations. This positive self-talk acts as a buffer against stress, helping us to maintain our equilibrium when the going gets tough. So what exactly is this powerful tool we're talking about? It's the practice of using positive affirmations. But before you dismiss this as new age fluff or simplistic self-help advice, let's delve deeper into what affirmations really are and how they work on a psychological level. Positive affirmations are essentially statements that we repeat to ourselves, either aloud or internally, that reinforce positive beliefs about ourselves and our abilities. They're not about denying reality or pretending that everything is perfect. Rather, they're about consciously choosing to focus on our strengths, our potential, and our capacity to handle challenges. The psychological basis for affirmations lies in self-affirmation theory, which suggests that we have a fundamental need to maintain a positive self-image. When we use affirmations, we're actively reinforcing our core values and sense of self-worth. This, in turn, makes us more resilient in the face of threats to our self-image, including the threat of failure or inadequacy that often accompanies stressful situations. Moreover, the regular repetition of affirmations can actually reshape our neural pathways. This is due to the principle of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections and alter existing ones based on our experiences and behaviors. When we consistently practice positive self-talk through affirmations, we're essentially training our brains to default to these positive thought patterns, making a composed demeanor more instinctive under pressure. Now that we understand the power of affirmations, how do we go about crafting ones that will be truly effective for us? The key is to make your affirmations personal and meaningful. Generic statements that don't resonate with you won't have the same impact as affirmations that speak directly to your values, goals, and challenges. When crafting your affirmations, start by identifying the areas where you want to build more confidence or reduce stress. Then, create statements that affirm your ability to handle these situations calmly and competently. For example, if you often feel overwhelmed by work pressures, you might create an affirmation like, "I have the skills and resources to handle any challenge that comes my way." It's important to phrase your affirmations in the present tense, as if the statement is already true. Instead of saying, "I will be calm under pressure," say, "I am calm under pressure." This helps your brain to accept the affirmation as a current reality rather than a future possibility. Another crucial guideline is to avoid negative language in your affirmations. Our brains tend to focus on the main concept in a statement, even if it's negated. So an affirmation like, "I don't get stressed easily," might actually reinforce the concept of stress. Instead, phrase your affirmations positively. "I remain calm and composed in all situations." Once you've crafted your affirmations, the next step is to integrate them into your daily routine. Repetition is key here. The more you repeat your affirmations, the more deeply they'll be ingrained in your subconscious mind. Try reciting your affirmations first thing in the morning to set a positive tone for the day, or before bed to let them sink in overnight. You might also find it helpful to use visual aids and reminders. Write your affirmations on sticky notes and place them where you'll see them regularly, on your bathroom mirror, your computer screen, or your car dashboard. You could also set reminders on your phone to prompt you to repeat your affirmations throughout the day. To reinforce the positive beliefs you're cultivating through affirmations, consider combining them with other techniques we've explored in previous chapters. For example, you might repeat your affirmations while practicing mindful breathing, creating a powerful synergy between your mental and physical states of calm. It can also be beneficial to track your progress over time. Keep a journal where you note any changes you observe in your thoughts, feelings, or behaviors as you practice your affirmations. This can help you stay motivated and refine your practice as you go along. Let's explore some practical exercises to help you get started with affirmations. First, take some time to write and refine your personal affirmations. Start with 3 to 5 statements that resonate strongly with you. Remember to keep them positive, present tense, and personal. Next, establish a daily recitation practice. Set aside a few minutes each day, perhaps right after your morning mindfulness practice, to repeat your affirmations. Say them aloud if possible, with conviction and feeling. Really allow yourself to embody the calm, confident person described in your affirmations. Finally, create some visual reminders of your affirmations. This could be as simple as writing them on index cards that you carry with you, or as creative as making a digital wallpaper for your phone or computer featuring your affirmations in an appealing design. As you incorporate affirmations into your life, you're likely to notice some changes. At first, you might simply experience an increase in positive self-perception. You may find yourself catching negative self-talk more quickly and replacing it with your affirmations. With continued practice, you might notice enhanced confidence in stressful situations. The positive self-talk you've been cultivating through your affirmations may start to surface naturally when you're under pressure, helping you to maintain your composure. The ultimate goal is to develop automatic positive self-talk under pressure. When this happens, you'll find that your default response to stress is one of calm confidence, without having to consciously recall your affirmations. Of course, like any new practice, using affirmations can come with its challenges. You might initially feel skeptical about their effectiveness, especially if you don't notice immediate changes. If this happens, try starting with more neutral statements and gradually building up to more positive ones as you become comfortable with the practice. Inconsistency can also be a stumbling block. It's easy to forget to practice your affirmations, especially when life gets busy. To overcome this, try setting reminders on your phone or integrating your affirmation practice into existing routines, like brushing your teeth or commuting to work. Another common pitfall is creating overly generic affirmations that don't resonate deeply with you. If you find that your affirmations aren't having the desired impact, take some time to personalize them further. Make them specific to your life, your challenges, and your goals. As we conclude this chapter, you might be wondering how to take your newfound mastery of positive self-talk to the next level. How can you prepare your mind not just to respond positively to stress, but to anticipate and navigate challenging situations with ease? The next chapter will introduce you to a powerful technique that allows you to rehearse success in your mind before you ever set foot in a stressful situation. Are you ready to discover how to program your brain for calm and confidence, no matter what life throws your way? Chapter 6: Visualization Techniques. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to navigate high-pressure situations with such ease and grace? It's as if they've been there before, confidently maneuvering through challenges that would leave most of us flustered. The secret to their composure might lie not in what they do in the moment, but in how they've prepared their minds long before the pressure hits. In this chapter, we'll explore a powerful technique that allows you to shape your responses to stress before you ever encounter it. It's a method used by top performers across various fields, from athletes to executives, to maintain calm and focus under intense pressure. But don't worry, you don't need to be an Olympic athlete or a CEO to harness this power. It's a skill that's accessible to anyone willing to put in the practice. So, what is this mysterious technique? It's the art of visualization. But before you dismiss this as mere daydreaming or wishful thinking, let's delve deeper into what visualization really entails and why it's so crucial for staying calm under pressure. At its core, visualization is about preparing your mind for stressful situations through mental imagery. It's like creating a mental dress rehearsal for challenging scenarios you might face. By familiarizing your mind with these potential stressors in a controlled, imaginary setting, you're effectively training your brain to handle them more calmly and effectively when they occur in real life. But why is this mental rehearsal so important? When we're faced with high-pressure situations in real life, our bodies and minds often react with stress and anxiety. This is because our brains perceive these situations as threats, triggering our fight-or-flight response. However, by repeatedly visualizing ourselves handling these situations calmly and competently, we can actually rewire our brain's response. This is where the fascinating principle of neuroplasticity comes into play. Our brains have the remarkable ability to form new neural pathways based on our experiences. And here's the kicker. Our brain doesn't always distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. When we engage in detailed, sensory-rich visualization, we're essentially creating a blueprint in our minds for how to respond in real-life situations. Moreover, visualization builds confidence through mental rehearsal. The more you practice handling stressful situations in your mind, the more confident you'll feel when facing similar situations in reality. It's like building muscle memory for your mind, creating a sense of familiarity and competence that can significantly reduce anxiety and boost performance under pressure. So, how exactly does visualization affect our brains? When we engage in vivid mental imagery, many of the same neural pathways are activated as when we perform the actual action. This means that visualization can strengthen the neural connections associated with calm, confident responses to stress, making these responses more automatic over time. The benefits of visualization for stress management are numerous. It can reduce anxiety about future events, improve focus and concentration, enhance problem-solving skills, and boost overall confidence. By regularly practicing visualization, you're essentially programming your brain for success and calm under pressure. Now, let's explore the different types of visualization you can use to prepare for stressful situations. The first is outcome visualization, where you focus on imagining the end result you desire. This might involve picturing yourself successfully completing a challenging task, feeling calm and composed throughout. The second type is process visualization, which involves mentally rehearsing the steps you'll take to achieve your desired outcome. This type of visualization is particularly effective for preparing for complex or multi-step challenges. It allows you to anticipate potential obstacles and mentally practice overcoming them. To develop an effective visualization practice, start by finding a quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to relax your body and mind. Then, begin to create a detailed mental image of the situation you want to prepare for. Engage all your senses in this visualization. What do you see, hear, feel, and even smell in this scenario? As you visualize, focus on seeing yourself responding calmly and confidently to the challenges presented. Imagine how it feels to be in control, to handle the pressure with ease. The more vivid and detailed you can make this mental image, the more effective your visualization will be. One common pitfall to avoid is rushing through your visualizations. Take your time to really immerse yourself in the mental scenario. Another mistake is visualizing negative outcomes. Remember, the goal is to program your brain for success, not to reinforce anxieties. When it comes to applying visualization under pressure, preparation is key. Before entering a stressful situation, take a few moments to quickly run through your visualization. This can help put you in the right mindset and remind your brain of the calm, confident response you've been practicing. You can also use visualization in the moment to enhance your performance and confidence. If you feel your stress levels rising, take a brief mental timeout to visualize yourself handling the situation with composure. This can help reset your emotional state and bring you back to a place of calm focus. Let's explore some practical exercises to help you develop your visualization skills. Start by creating detailed mental scenarios of situations that typically cause you stress. This might be a job interview, a public speaking engagement, or a difficult conversation. Spend time really fleshing out these scenarios in your mind, making them as vivid and realistic as possible. Next, practice a simple visualization exercise. Close your eyes and imagine a place where you feel completely calm and at peace. It could be a beautiful beach, a serene forest, or any setting that brings you a sense of tranquility. Engage all your senses in this visualization, the sights, sounds, smells, and textures of this peaceful place. Practice returning to this mental oasis whenever you need a moment of calm. To make visualization a habit, establish a daily visualization routine. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes each day to practice your visualizations. You might focus on different scenarios each day or spend time reinforcing a particular visualization that's especially important to you. As you incorporate visualization into your life, you're likely to notice some changes. At first, you might experience reduced anxiety about future events. The scenarios you've been visualizing may start to feel more familiar and less daunting. With continued practice, you might notice improved performance in high-pressure situations. You may find yourself responding more calmly and confidently to challenges, drawing on the mental rehearsals you've done through visualization. The ultimate goal is to develop automatic calm responses to unexpected stressors. When this happens, you'll find that your default reaction to pressure is one of composure and confidence, even in situations you haven't specifically visualized. Of course, like any skill, visualization can come with its challenges. You might initially struggle to visualize clearly. If this happens, try incorporating more sensory details into your visualizations. Practice regularly, and you'll likely find that your ability to create vivid mental images improves over time. Another common issue is the intrusion of negative imagery. If you find your visualizations turning towards worst-case scenarios, gently redirect your focus to positive outcomes. Remember, you're in control of your mental imagery. Choose to focus on success and calm. Some people may find it difficult to engage fully with their visualizations. If this is the case for you, try making your visualization sessions more interactive. You might act out parts of your visualization physically or describe your mental images out loud as you visualize them. As we conclude this chapter, you might be wondering how to take your newfound visualization skills to the next level. How can you not only prepare for specific stressful situations, but develop a broader, more comprehensive ability to navigate all of life's challenges with grace and composure? The next chapter will introduce you to a powerful concept that goes beyond individual techniques, encompassing a holistic approach to understanding and managing your emotional landscape. Are you ready to discover the key to not just responding to stress, but to actively shaping your emotional experiences in any situation? Chapter 7: Emotional Intelligence. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to navigate life's storms with grace and poise, while others are easily swept away by the currents of their emotions? The answer might lie in a powerful set of skills that goes beyond mere intelligence or willpower. It's a capability that allows us to understand and manage our own emotions, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others. This chapter will introduce you to a concept that has the potential to revolutionize not just how you handle stress, but how you interact with the world around you. It's a skill set that can transform your relationships, enhance your leadership abilities, and most importantly, for our purposes, help you maintain calm and composure even in the most challenging situations. But what exactly is this mysterious ability, and how can it help us stay calm under pressure? To answer these questions, we need to delve into the world of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, commonly known as EI or EQ, emotional quotient, refers to the ability to recognize, manage, and articulate one's own emotions, as well as to navigate social interactions with wisdom and compassion. It's a concept that has gained significant attention in recent years, and for good reason. Research has shown that individuals with high emotional intelligence are better equipped to handle stress, communicate effectively, and navigate complex social situations. But why is emotional intelligence so crucial for staying calm under pressure? The answer lies in the nature of our emotional responses to stress. When we're under pressure, our emotions can often feel like a runaway train, spiraling out of control and hijacking our ability to think clearly and act rationally. By developing our emotional intelligence, we gain better control over this process. We become better at recognizing our emotional states, understanding what triggers them, and managing our responses. Moreover, emotional intelligence enhances our interpersonal effectiveness during challenging times. When we're under stress, our interactions with others can often become strained. We might lash out in anger, withdraw in fear, or miscommunicate due to anxiety. By improving our emotional intelligence, we can maintain more positive and productive relationships even when the pressure is on. To truly understand emotional intelligence, we need to break it down into its key components. The first is self-awareness, the ability to recognize and understand our own emotions as they occur. This forms the foundation of emotional intelligence, as we can't manage what we don't recognize. The second component is self-regulation, the ability to control and redirect our emotions in helpful ways. This doesn't mean suppressing our feelings, but rather managing them so they don't control us. The third component is empathy, the ability to recognize and understand the emotions of others. This skill is crucial for effective communication and relationship building, especially in high-stress situations. These components work together to impact our ability to manage stress. When we're self-aware, we can catch stress reactions early, before they escalate. Self-regulation allows us to choose our responses rather than reacting impulsively, and empathy helps us navigate interpersonal conflicts that often arise under pressure. So how can we enhance our self-awareness? One powerful technique is to practice recognizing our emotional triggers. These are situations, words, or events that tend to provoke a strong emotional response in us. By identifying these triggers, we can be better prepared to manage our reactions when we encounter them. Reflective practices can also be incredibly helpful in boosting self-awareness. This might involve taking time at the end of each day to reflect on your emotional experiences. What situations caused you to feel stressed? How did you react? Were there any patterns you noticed? Once we've developed greater self-awareness, we can start working on emotion regulation strategies. One effective technique is the pause and reflect method. When you feel a strong emotion arising, especially in a stressful situation, take a moment to pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this way? Is this reaction helpful in this situation? Another powerful strategy for emotion regulation is reframing. This involves consciously changing your perspective on a situation to alter your emotional response. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed by a challenging task, you might reframe it as an opportunity for growth and learning, rather than a threat to your competence. Cultivating emotional balance is also crucial for maintaining calm under pressure. This doesn't mean never experiencing negative emotions, but rather developing the ability to return to a state of equilibrium after emotional upheavals. Practices like mindfulness meditation can be incredibly helpful in developing this skill. As we improve our ability to manage our own emotions, we can turn our attention to improving our social skills, a key aspect of emotional intelligence. Effective communication under stress is a vital skill in both personal and professional contexts. This involves not just expressing ourselves clearly, but also listening actively and empathetically to others, even when tensions are high. Building stronger relationships is another important aspect of emotional intelligence. When we have strong, supportive relationships, we're better equipped to handle stress and pressure. These relationships provide us with emotional support, different perspectives, and often practical help in challenging times. To help you develop your emotional intelligence, let's explore some practical exercises. Emotional journaling is a powerful tool for enhancing self-awareness. Set aside time each day to write about your emotional experiences. What emotions did you feel? What triggered them? How did you respond? Another useful exercise is trigger mapping. Create a map or list of situations, people, or events that tend to trigger strong emotional responses in you. For each trigger, note the emotion it typically provokes and any patterns you notice in your reactions. This can help you anticipate and prepare for potentially stressful situations. Empathy development activities can also be incredibly beneficial. One simple exercise is to practice putting yourself in others' shoes during your daily interactions. When someone expresses an emotion or opinion different from your own, take a moment to imagine how they might be feeling and what experiences might have led them to that perspective. As you incorporate these practices into your life, you're likely to notice some changes. At first, you might simply experience increased emotional self-awareness. You may find yourself more attuned to your emotional states and better able to name and understand your feelings. With continued practice, you're likely to develop improved control over your emotional responses. You might notice that you're able to pause and choose your reactions more often, rather than being swept away by immediate emotional impulses. The ultimate goal is to achieve mastery in managing emotions under extreme pressure. When you reach this level, you'll find that you're able to maintain your composure and make clear-headed decisions even in highly stressful situations. Your emotional intelligence will become a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges with grace and effectiveness. Of course, developing emotional intelligence isn't always a smooth journey. You might encounter some challenges along the way. One common issue is difficulty in identifying emotions. If you find yourself struggling to name or understand what you're feeling, it can be helpful to use emotion identification tools and charts. These resources can provide a vocabulary for emotions and help you become more precise in recognizing your emotional states. Another potential pitfall is feeling overwhelmed by emotional awareness. As you become more attuned to your emotions, you might initially feel bombarded by feelings you previously ignored or suppressed. If this happens, it's important to practice grounding techniques to help you stay centered. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate emotions, but to understand and manage them effectively. Struggling with empathy is another challenge some people face when developing emotional intelligence. If you find it difficult to understand or relate to others' emotions, try engaging in perspective-taking exercises. This might involve imagining a situation from someone else's point of view or asking questions to better understand their experiences and feelings. As we conclude this chapter on emotional intelligence, you might be wondering how to take these skills to the next level. How can you not only manage your emotions effectively in the moment, but build a deeper, more enduring capacity to bounce back from life's challenges? The next chapter will introduce you to a concept that goes beyond mere coping, encompassing a holistic approach to thriving in the face of adversity. Are you ready to discover the secret to not just surviving life's storms, but emerging from them stronger and more resilient than ever before? Chapter 8: Building Resilience. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to bounce back from adversity with remarkable ease, while others struggle to recover from even minor setbacks? The answer lies in a quality that's often talked about but rarely understood in depth. It's a characteristic that allows individuals to bend without breaking, to weather life's storms and emerge stronger on the other side. This chapter will introduce you to a concept that goes beyond mere stress management or coping strategies. It's a fundamental skill that can transform how you approach challenges, setbacks, and pressures in all areas of your life. But what exactly is this mysterious quality, and how can it help us stay calm under pressure? To answer these questions, we need to explore the nature of resilience. Resilience is often described as the ability to bounce back from adversity, but it's so much more than that. It's a dynamic process that involves adapting well in the face of significant sources of stress, trauma, or challenge. It's not about avoiding stress or pretending that difficulties don't exist, but about developing the mental fortitude to recover quickly and effectively when life throws curveballs our way. But why is resilience so crucial for staying calm under pressure? The answer lies in how resilience fundamentally changes our relationship with stress. When we're resilient, the impact of stressors is significantly reduced. We're able to view challenges as temporary and manageable, rather than overwhelming and insurmountable. This shift in perspective alone can dramatically reduce the anxiety and tension we feel in high-pressure situations. Moreover, resilience enables us to recover more quickly from challenges. Instead of being knocked off course by setbacks, resilient individuals are able to regain their equilibrium and move forward with renewed determination. This ability to bounce back quickly is invaluable in maintaining calm and composure, even in the face of ongoing or repeated stressors. To truly understand resilience, we need to examine the traits of resilient individuals. These are people who tend to have a positive outlook, even in difficult circumstances. They're able to regulate their emotions effectively, maintaining a sense of calm even when things get tough. Resilient individuals also tend to be flexible in their thinking, able to adapt to new situations and find creative solutions to problems. Perhaps most importantly, resilient people view adversity as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat to their well-being. They understand that challenges, while uncomfortable, can lead to new insights, skills, and strengths. This perspective allows them to approach difficulties with curiosity and determination rather than fear or avoidance. The importance of resilience in overcoming adversity cannot be overstated. Life is full of ups and downs, and no one is immune to hardship or stress. By cultivating resilience, we equip ourselves with the tools to navigate these inevitable challenges more effectively. We become better able to maintain our mental and emotional well-being, even in the face of significant pressure or adversity. So how can we develop a more resilient mindset? One key aspect is learning to embrace change. Many of us instinctively resist change, viewing it as a threat to our comfort and security. However, change is an inevitable part of life, and learning to embrace it can significantly boost our resilience. This doesn't mean we have to like every change that comes our way, but rather that we approach change with an open mind and a willingness to adapt. Another crucial element in developing resilience is strengthening our optimism. This doesn't mean adopting a naive or unrealistic positivity, but rather cultivating a sense of hope and confidence in our ability to overcome challenges. Optimistic individuals tend to view setbacks as temporary and specific, rather than permanent, and all-encompassing. This perspective allows them to maintain motivation and perseverance in the face of difficulties. Now that we understand the importance of resilience and the mindset it requires, let's explore some specific techniques for building this crucial skill. One effective strategy is setting realistic goals. When we set achievable objectives for ourselves, we create opportunities for success and build confidence in our abilities. This doesn't mean avoiding challenging goals, but rather breaking larger objectives down into manageable steps. Another powerful technique is learning from setbacks. Instead of viewing failures or mistakes as evidence of our inadequacy, we can choose to see them as valuable learning experiences. After a setback, take time to reflect on what happened. What can you learn from this experience? How can you apply these lessons to future challenges? By adopting this growth-oriented perspective, we transform setbacks from sources of discouragement into opportunities for improvement. Maintaining resilience is an ongoing process that requires continuous personal growth. This might involve regularly challenging yourself to step out of your comfort zone, learning new skills, or seeking out new experiences. By constantly expanding your capabilities, you build confidence in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. Establishing strong support networks is another crucial aspect of maintaining resilience. No one is an island, and having people we can turn to during difficult times can make a world of difference. This might involve nurturing close friendships, participating in community groups, or seeking professional support when needed. Remember, reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your resilience and self-awareness. To help you develop your resilience, let's explore some practical exercises. Start with a resilience assessment. Take some time to reflect on how you typically respond to challenges. Do you tend to dwell on problems, or do you actively seek solutions? Do you view setbacks as permanent failures or as temporary obstacles? Understanding your current resilience level can help you identify areas for improvement. Next, work on developing a diverse range of coping strategies. Different challenges may require different approaches, so having a variety of tools at your disposal can be incredibly helpful. This might include stress reduction techniques like meditation or exercise, problem-solving strategies, or methods for seeking support from others. Reflective journaling on past successes can also be a powerful tool for building resilience. Take time to write about challenges you've overcome in the past. What strengths did you draw upon? What strategies were effective? Reflecting on these past successes can boost your confidence and provide valuable insights for facing future challenges. As you incorporate these practices into your life, you're likely to notice some changes. At first, you might simply experience improved coping with minor stressors. You may find that small annoyances or everyday pressures don't affect you as much as they used to. With continued practice, you're likely to develop the ability to recover consistently from more significant setbacks. You might notice that you're able to bounce back more quickly from disappointments or failures, maintaining your motivation and focus even in the face of substantial challenges. The ultimate goal is to reach a state where you're able to thrive under pressure, maintaining a sense of calm and composure even in highly stressful situations. When you achieve this level of resilience, you'll find that challenges become opportunities for growth rather than sources of anxiety or fear. Of course, building resilience isn't always a smooth journey. You might encounter some challenges along the way. One common issue is feeling discouraged by setbacks, especially when you're first working on developing your resilience. If this happens, try to reframe these setbacks as learning opportunities. Remember, resilience isn't about never experiencing difficulty, but about how you respond to and learn from these challenges. Another potential pitfall is isolation when facing challenges. It's common to want to withdraw when things get tough, but this can actually hinder our resilience. If you find yourself pulling away from others during difficult times, make a conscious effort to reach out to supportive individuals or groups. Sometimes, simply sharing our struggles with others can provide new perspectives and renewed strength. Loss of motivation is another challenge you might face on your resilience-building journey. If you find your enthusiasm waning, it can be helpful to revisit your goals and adjust them as necessary. Remember why building resilience is important to you, and don't be afraid to set new, inspiring objectives to reignite your motivation. As we conclude this chapter on building resilience, you might be wondering how to bring together all the skills and strategies we've explored throughout this book. How can you integrate these various techniques into a cohesive approach for maintaining calm and composure in any situation? The next chapter will introduce you to a holistic framework that ties everything together, providing you with a roadmap for lasting tranquility and inner peace. Are you ready to discover the final piece of the puzzle, the key to unlocking a life of sustained calmness and focused clarity no matter what challenges you face? Chapter 9, Embracing Tranquility. Congratulations on reaching this final chapter. You've embarked on a transformative journey, exploring powerful techniques to cultivate inner calm and resilience. As we conclude our exploration, it's time to bring everything together and look at how you can integrate these strategies into your daily life for sustained tranquility. Throughout this book, you've learned a variety of techniques, from mindfulness and breathing exercises to visualization and emotional intelligence. Each of these tools is powerful in its own right, but their true strength emerges when they're combined and integrated into your daily routine. This final chapter is about embracing tranquility, not just as a temporary state, but as a way of life. Let's start by reflecting on how the knowledge and skills you've gained can empower you. You now possess an enhanced mastery over your stress responses. Where once you might have felt at the mercy of your reactions, you now have a toolkit of techniques to modulate your response to pressure. This newfound control brings with it a greater confidence in navigating challenging situations. You're no longer avoiding stress, but approaching it with a sense of capability and even curiosity. This shift in your relationship with stress doesn't just benefit you personally, it can have a profound impact on your relationships as well. With your improved ability to maintain calm under pressure, you're likely to find that your communication skills improve. You're better able to listen actively and respond thoughtfully, even in tense situations. This leads to better understanding and reduced conflict in your interactions. Moreover, your increased self-awareness and emotional intelligence contribute to greater empathy. You're more attuned not just to your own emotional states, but to those of others as well. This allows you to offer more meaningful emotional support to those around you, strengthening your relationships and creating a more positive environment for everyone. Consider for a moment what you're now capable of that might have seemed impossible before. You can maintain your composure in situations that would have previously thrown you off balance. Whether it's a high-stakes presentation, a difficult conversation, or an unexpected crisis, you now have the tools to approach these challenges with a calm and clear mind. Furthermore, you're now able to pursue your goals without being hindered by stress. Where once anxiety might have held you back from taking risks or stepping out of your comfort zone, you now have the resilience to push forward. This opens up new possibilities for personal and professional growth that you might not have considered before. As you continue to practice the concepts outlined in this book, you'll likely find that your results improve with less and less conscious effort. This is the power of habit formation. At first, using these techniques might require deliberate thought and effort, but over time, they become second nature. You'll find yourself automatically taking a deep breath before a stressful meeting or naturally reframing negative thoughts without even realizing it. The benefits of these practices are cumulative. Each time you successfully navigate a stressful situation using these techniques, you're reinforcing neural pathways that support calm and resilience. This leads to greater ease and effectiveness in handling pressure over time. It's like building a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So how do you go about integrating these strategies into your daily life? Start by creating a personal action plan. Review the techniques you've learned and identify which ones resonate most strongly with you. Then, consider how you can incorporate these into your daily routine. Perhaps you'll start each day with a short meditation, practice deep breathing during your commute, or end your day with a gratitude journal. Remember the principles of habit formation as you create this plan. Start small. It's better to commit to 5 minutes of daily practice that you can consistently maintain than to set unrealistic goals that you'll struggle to meet. Look for ways to link new habits to existing routines. For example, you might practice a quick visualization exercise right after brushing your teeth each morning. Sustaining inner calm is an ongoing process that requires attention and care. It's important to regularly monitor your progress. Take time to reflect on how you're feeling, how you're handling stress, and how your relationships are evolving. Be honest with yourself about what's working and what isn't. Don't be afraid to adapt your practices as needed. What works for you today might not be as effective 6 months from now. Be flexible and willing to adjust your approach. This might mean trying new techniques, adjusting the timing of your practices, or seeking additional support when needed. As we look to the path forward, remember that embracing tranquility is a lifelong commitment. It's not about reaching a final destination where you never feel stressed again. Rather, it's about continually deepening your capacity for calm and resilience. There will always be new challenges to face and new depths of serenity to explore. Consider how you might share what you've learned with others. As you experience the benefits of these practices, you may feel inspired to encourage others on their own journeys toward inner calm. This might involve sharing techniques with friends or family, leading by example in your workplace, or even considering formal training to teach these skills to others. Now, as we reach the end of our journey together, I want to leave you with a final thought, a payoff that encapsulates the true value of what you've learned. Imagine for a moment a version of yourself that embodies all the qualities we've discussed: calm, resilient, emotionally intelligent, and deeply in tune with your own inner world. This version of you navigates life's challenges with grace and poise, maintaining a sense of inner peace even in the face of chaos. This isn't just an idealized vision, it's a real possibility, one that you've been working towards throughout this book. The techniques and strategies you've learned are the building blocks of this transformation. With consistent practice and dedication, you can become this version of yourself. But here's the truly transformative insight. This calm, centered state isn't just about feeling good or reducing stress. It's about unlocking your full potential in every area of life. When you're no longer expending energy on managing stress and anxiety, you free up tremendous resources for creativity, productivity, and genuine connection with others. From this place of inner calm, you can pursue your goals with clarity and purpose. You can build deeper, more meaningful relationships. You can approach challenges not as threats, but as opportunities for growth. In essence, by mastering your inner world, you gain the power to shape your outer world in profound ways. This is the ultimate promise of inner calm mastery. Not just freedom from stress, but the freedom to become the fullest, most authentic version of yourself. As you move forward from here, carry this vision with you. Let it inspire you in moments of difficulty and guide you towards continued growth and self-discovery. Remember, the journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning. As you embrace this path with an open heart and curious mind, you'll notice the ripples of your inner tranquility spreading outward, transforming not just your own life, but the world around you. However, maintaining calm is only part of the equation. To truly thrive in today's complex world, you need to pair your newfound serenity with sharp, critical thinking skills. What if you could approach every challenge not just with composure, but with laser-focused clarity and logic? Imagine the possibilities that would open up. The next step in your transformation journey awaits, promising to elevate your decision-making to new heights and unlock your full potential in any situation. Discover how to stay calm and think smart in the companion audiobook, Stay Calm, Think Smart, The Art of Critical Thinking in Difficult Situations. Tap the center of the video now to continue your transformation journey.